What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Friday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have a nice big 10-game main slate here tonight. Good amount of value has already opened up. As usual, NBA news, we got to wait on some guys, a couple questionable guys. Other things can always open up where we don't expect it. So as of the early afternoon, these are some guys that I'm looking at. One play for each position. Like the video, make sure you are subscribed. I do appreciate it. Let's have a great night here. Kick off our weekend. We have a busy weekend. More World Cup tomorrow. UFC, basketball, obviously, and then NFL Sunday. So going right into things here tonight. Point guard Trae Young looks like a fantastic play at 9,700. DeJounte Murray banged up his ankle, I think a sprained ankle. So he's out for like 2 weeks. That's going to open up a lot of extra usage for the Hawks. Trae Young should definitely get some more opportunities. This is a fantastic matchup in Brooklyn. The game has a decently close spread. I don't expect it to be a blowout. It is the Nets. High over-under. Trae Young looks like one of the better stud plays to spend up on tonight. Has had a couple of underwhelming games over the last couple, but without DeJounte Murray on the court, he's going to have, a much more expanded role. He usually is their number one, but Murray takes up a lot of usage as that second wing guy. So without him on the court, there's a lot of extra things to go around for this Hawks team. Trae Young looks like a really, really good stud to pay up for right now. Shooting guard, Bogdan Bogdanovic looks like he's going to fill in for Murray here. There's a chance he starts at shooting guard. If he doesn't, he'll come off of his usual role off the bench, and he should see a couple extra minutes tonight. He's had a few games under his belt since coming back from the injury. It's nice to see that he played 22 minutes in his first 2 games back, and then it went up a couple extra minutes with Murray going down last game, up to 24. There's a chance he sees 25 to 26 minutes tonight. And, with the extra usage with no Murray, because a lot of the times they take Murray out early in the first quarter, keep Trae Young on the court, and then DeJounte kind of comes in with the bench guys, including Bogdanovic. So Bogdanovic coming in now with no Murray taking up usage, he should be, a top priority when Trae Young is off the court. This looks like a great play here. He should easily be a fantasy point per minute kind of guy tonight with no Murray on the court. 4,400 needs 22 fantasy points to hit value. He did that 2 games ago. I expect, him to easily get over 20 fantasy points with that extra usage. With no Murray, he should get a couple extra minutes as well, as he's had a few games since coming back from that injury. Small forward Kyle Kuzma, again, looks like a great play. He was very popular last slate. His price hasn't really moved. Bradley Beal is out once again here for the Wizards. This is an ideal matchup here in Indiana. The Pacers don't play a lot of defense. Both teams play fast. It has a high over-under. I love Kuzma here. He should be over 8,000 when Bradley Beal is not playing. He actually had a really bad game last game. He didn't shoot well. He didn't do much of anything, and he still almost got there with 31.5 fantasy points. He has a high floor tonight. He's a safe cash game guy. Even if he has a bad game, he's going to get you 30 or more fantasy points. And then if he has a good game, he's shown over the past couple of weeks, he can get mid to high 40s in fantasy points. So his ceiling is certainly there. Him and Porzingis should be the priorities on this Wizards offense tonight. I think Kuzma has a much better game here against the Pacers. Should easily see 32 to 35 minutes. I love him being a fantasy point per minute kind of guy tonight with Bradley Beal out of this contest. Power forward, I meant to mention this earlier with the guards. Donovan Mitchell was not seen at shoot-around earlier today, so there's a good chance he's out on a back-to-back. If he's out, Darius Garland becomes a main priority on this slate at 8,300, an ideal matchup at home against the Sacramento Kings. He will be extremely popular, for good reasoning. Without Donovan Mitchell on the court, all the usage is going to be in Garland's hands. He's going to be the main playmaker. He'll have 50-point upside, and he'll easily have a chance to get over 40 fantasy points to hit value. So keep an eye out on that. That also affects Jarrett Allen, not as much as Garland because they play different positions. But if Mitchell is out, there's just going to be an overall amount of extra usage for this Cavs team. Allen, coming off of his injury, had a great game against the Lakers. I did not expect him to play 38 minutes and play like he did. He actually had 40 of those 48 fantasy points in the first half. Had a pretty bad second half, only getting 8 fantasy points. But regardless, he needs 34 to hit value tonight. Even if Donovan Mitchell plays, this is a fantastic matchup against the Kings. Should score a lot of points. He looks great. And then if Donovan Mitchell is out, Allen looks even better. Definitely a guy in the middle to high tier in the front court that you want to be definitely targeting for tonight. And then for center, Clint Capella, his price hasn't moved, $6,200. He's just a staple cash game play here tonight. He needs 31 fantasy points to hit value. He's been doing that. No DeJounte Murray on the court. Like I was saying with Trae Young and Bogdanovich, just, extra usage to go around this entire Hawks team. Capella looks like a really good play here tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. They're going to need him to be out there and play well against Nick Claxton. This should be a competitive game. I expect a lot of rebounds from Capella. I think there's a really good chance he gets a double-double, considering he's done it in his last 5 games since coming back from his injury. There's really nothing to feel, risky on with this play here tonight. An extremely safe cash game play. That'll do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys all have a great Friday. Like the video. Let's get after it tonight. Let's have a big weekend. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off.